The first year after the birth of a child is a critical moment for families. When one parent does most of the caregiving in these early months, they often end up taking all the responsibility for childcare during the rest of the child's formative years. This can have a knock-on effect on that parent's personal growth, mental health, and career opportunities. In heterosexual relationships, the primary caregiver is often the woman, which also contributes to the gender pay gap and workplace inequality. The shared parental leave policy allows the secondary caregiver, usually the father, to take on their share of childcare from the beginning. This allows both parents to bond equally with their child and gives them time to readdress the family dynamics around childcare responsibilities. It can even change the way we think about childcare in society as a whole.
I decided to take shared parental leave so I could spend more time looking after her. Every second is precious and they grow up so fast.
You know, the bond that I built, it makes me feel more confident to go out there and continue to raise a second child. I can really relate to them more, they can relate to me.
The shared parental leave policy benefits the child most of all. It allows parents to balance work and care during the first year of the child's life in a way that suits them. Most importantly, it means parents can focus on what provides their child with the best start in life. So, here are the basics. The shared parental leave policy can only be used in the first year after the child is born or officially adopted. Parents can share up to 50 weeks of leave and up to 37 weeks of pay. A great aspect of shared parental leave is its flexibility. For example, you and your partner can stagger your leave to take turns caring for your baby. You can take up to 3 blocks of leave separated by periods of work. This enables you to spend time with your family while keeping in touch with what's going on at the office. To really transform the caring roles in your family, it is most effective for fathers or partners to take 4 or more weeks of home alone parental leave to care solo. However, depending on your circumstance, you and your partner might instead choose to be off work together for up to 25 weeks, nearly 6 months.
Statutory shared parental pay is £187.18 per week.
Or 90% of the parent's average earnings, whichever is lower. It is similar to statutory maternity pay, but the key difference is that the first 6 weeks of maternity pay are paid at 90% of whatever the parent earns, without a maximum. This difference is one of the downsides of the UK's shared parental leave policy. To be eligible for shared parental leave, you must both have equal responsibility for the child from the beginning. If you and your partner decide to split the shared parental leave, each of you must earn at least £123 per week and have been employed by the same employer for at least 26 weeks. This is calculated retroactively from the end of the 15th week before the adoption or due date. Some families want only one parent to take all the shared parental leave. In this case, the birth partner or primary adopter must have been employed for at least 26 weeks in the 66-week period before the child's due date or adoption date. And they must have earned at least £390 in 13 of those 66 weeks, but these 13 weeks do not have to be consecutive. Unfortunately, if the birth parent or primary adopter is out of work, or is a full-time caregiver or a student, neither partner will be eligible. If you are self-employed, it's a little more complex. Depending on earnings, self-employed mothers, birth parents or primary adopters may be eligible for the maternity allowance. We recommend checking out the details on the gov.uk official website. It's really important that you know your rights and aren't stigmatised for using parental leave benefits. Before you speak to your line manager, we recommend that you talk to HR about your rights and about your organisation's process for booking the leave. It's also a good idea to consider the specific dates you need off. You must speak to your line manager no later than 8 weeks before you plan to take leave. During the application process, you may be asked for the name and address of your partner's employer and, if relevant, the name of the adoption agency or local authority, so make sure you have them ready. If you find yourself in a situation where you are not getting the support you need with your parental leave application, we suggest you contact Working Families or Maternity Action for advice. There are some issues with shared parental leave policy that you should consider. Firstly, any time taken on maternity leave will affect how much shared parental leave you can receive. Secondly, statutory shared parental pay is less than half of the current living wage. This will leave some families with no option but to keep one parent in full-time employment. Thirdly, the policy relies on synchronising the work lives of 2 parents and their respective employers. This can mean communication throughout the process can be lengthy and challenging. But even with its flaws, shared parental leave has the potential to improve the lives of families across the country.
You're left at home with your kids and you have to make feed for them, change their nappies, give them a bath. Yeah, I'm that type of dad that can do that. So I do really understand how it is now for a mother. I feel their load.
My partner's mental health is 1,000 times better. I could be more involved in the nightly wakings, for example, so she can get a little bit more sleep, and just straight away she's a lot less tired than she was. It's not for everybody, I don't think, but if it's for you, then it's one of the most rewarding things you can do.
Although the UK's shared parental leave policy isn't as generous as it could be, every couple should consider the positive impact it could bring to their family and the future of their children.